Okay guys, I just wanted to talk to you about the decision-making process for tools within a business. It can be your own business, maybe your personal brand, and you are using tools within it. This can be that you're just starting out and are on the hunt for new tools, or you have a couple of tools, existing tools within your business, and you want to make changes to them. Right off the bat, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing right. There are a lot of companies out there that are doing an amazing job providing you with the tools that you need to optimize your operations and run them. The only thing is that you need to make a decision. I'm going to show you my view and perspective on certain things. I'm going to give you a couple of use cases that you can look into. It's just to give you an idea where you can take your tools or your own stack, or that you can find the tools that you need. For now, I'm going to zoom in on the problem zone. So why choosing tools feels so overwhelming for a lot of people is, for example, too many tools, not enough clarity, copying others without knowing why. Maybe they have something, or maybe you're talking to a friend that have something in their business and you're going to copy it blindly before you know what you're exactly doing. Hidden costs, time, setup, switching. Maybe there is some extra time that is needed, there is some setup that is needed, or you have a software in place and you want to switch. That is going to be a headache. You need to map out every field to one another, and you need to convert the data from platform to platform. I just want something that works. That is also an answer that I get a lot from my clients. What if I outgrew the tool in 6 months? So that would be pretty fast, but it happens. If so, you're doing an amazing job growing the company. That is what we want to prevent. We don't want you to grow out of your tools soon. We want you to integrate tools and use them, and also have a plan for in 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. If I go to the framework, there are a couple of questions that you can ask that is going to provide you some information on your process, and is going to make your decision easier for what tool you want to use for it. I cannot just list every question that we run through with our clients. If you want a more detailed and tailored to you questionnaire, just DM me and we can schedule an appointment. These are my 5 questions for the decision framework. What process are you solving or improving? It says itself, it is just a process that you want to refine or improve. Who will use this tool daily? That's important. Maybe you're not the one using the tool. Maybe there is a group of people, of 1 people that is going to use the tool on a daily basis. Make sure you get aligned. Make sure they're involved in the process of choosing the right tool. What's the real cost? Subscription, setup, switching. Sometimes there are hidden costs that you don't calculate, such as setup costs can run up pretty fast. Subscription costs, if you go to a larger subscription, make sure you check always what is in the subscription package before purchasing. It's important because if you are running to the limits of that specific package, you're going to need to do an upgrade, and it's going to cost you more money. Will it still work when you grow? Keep that in mind. Always plan ahead, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Make a plan where that your company is going to be in 10 years, and choose the software accordingly. If you know that the software is going to grow and can expand to the plan that you have to bring your company over 10 years, fine. If it's not, make a calculated decision. Sometimes you can work with just startup software that is cheaper and you can switch, but make sure that you've seen all of the options. Does it integrate or centralize? Also an important thing, make sure that the software that you're choosing is integratable with other tech stacks that you have already. Why is this important? In the future, you want to have your data in multiple platforms, and you don't want to have silos of data. Every compartment and every department of your company needs to be aligned, and you're going to need an overview of where everything sits. The best thing to do this is to plan it out. You can use a tool for that, like Puzzle. Puzzle is a great tool. I've recently found it online on LinkedIn. It's, if you know Lucid Charts, it is basically Lucid Charts, but it has a better overview and a better UX and UI design. I love it just a bit more. So these are 5 questions that you can ask yourself before choosing a tool. It's going to make the decision process easier because you're narrowing down your options. Let's go to next. Tool type breakdown, one-stop systems versus best-of-breed stacks. Here is an example of all-in-one tools. Can be Odoo, HubSpot, Monday. These are tools that have multiple applications. It's simpler, it's more centralized. The con is that it's less in-depth and more rigid. So when I go look, maybe I can look it up for you. So this is monday.com. If you go to their website, you can see that they have marketing and branding, projects and tasks, CRM and sales, IT and support, operations and finance, creative and design, product and software, HR and recruiting. So they have everything within that tool, as well as Odoo and HubSpot. We use Odoo, we implement Odoo. It's a great tool, it's amazing. But what we do for most companies is to combine them with other tools. What you see with those tools is that they have a lot of apps within. As I just showed you, they are going to spend development time on specific apps. Can be CRM, can be project management, can be HR. And they have a yearly roadmap that they're going to work on the product. But sometimes some apps aren't getting enough attention or the attention that you want to. You're going to miss out on new features. Let's say, for example, the best of breed stack. If you're choosing an application that is just invested in one thing, let's say, for example, Attio is invested in to be the best CRM that there is. You have a tool that is integratable with other tools, but they're constantly developing, they're constantly on the move to make a better product, to make a better CRM. And that's why I also love to work with best of breed stack software like Attio, Stripe, Notion, Beehive. So for example, what we do within our company, so StudyFlux, we run on Odoo, but we have also Notion, and we have also an email marketing tool. But the overall tech stack is Odoo. And then for small steps, big impact, we run on Attio, Notion, Stripe, and Beehive. Actually, this is a great combination. Why? It's specialized, it's flexible. The only con is that there are more tools and there is much more setup cost needed. We have needed to make SAPs between Notion, Stripe, and Attio to, let's say, for example, someone pays a bill and we want to have that record moved in Attio from that specific client to the page action. So we need to make a zap from Stripe to Attio. We want to have documents like contracts, main documents, maybe some program documents moved from Attio to Notion and the other way around. So that's also that we needed to make an integration. It's pretty cool. It's more in depth. Overall, both are fine, but we're going to get into detail later when choosing specific software products for specific types of companies. Live tool decision matrix. This is not much, but maybe it can help you to make a decision. Let's say, for example, we have Odoo, Attio, HubSpot. These are three products that are in the space of all-in-one products. They provide multiple apps within their product, but we're going to talk about a CRM in this case. Attio is a CRM, Odoo and HubSpot also has a CRM. HubSpot project management is mainly based for marketing project management and not overall project management. Keep that in mind that there are some differences between these companies. What can you do? You can rate everything from 1 to 5 and it's going to give you a score at the end to make your decision easier and to think more about what you want to implement within your business. For example, Odoo process fit can be a 4. 1 is worse, 5 is the best. Before that I forget to mention. Is it scalable? Yes, it's scalable. It's a 5. Cost is really good. It's also a 5. Usability, it's pretty usable. The UX and UI is okay. It's going to be a 5. Attio process fit is a great fit. It's going to be a CRM. Scalable, I'm going to give that a 4. It's not that scalable broader, so to go into different apps, it's just a CRM package, but it can scale in depth, that's true. Cost is a 4, usability is a 5, it's pretty usable. It looks like Notion though, it's a pretty nice tool. And HubSpot, by the way, these are just numbers that I've put in. You need to make sure that you're tailoring this for your decision-making process. HubSpot, let's say 4 for process fit. Scalable, yes. Cost 2, more expensive. Usability 5, pretty usable. And then you have an end scoring, and you can choose from that end scoring which one fits best with what you want to do. Keep in mind, this is just a small tool that is going to make a decision-making process a little bit easier, but you need to take in consideration that there are a lot of different features available with every software, with every stack, and you really need to take a look into every feature that there is and weigh out the pros and cons of each software package. You cannot make a decision based on just this. If you have a hard time choosing the software, that you can implement extra. Okay then, use cases. This is going to be something interesting as well. I'm going to run through a couple of cases. I need to mention that this is not something that you need to copy. It's just to give you an idea what is possible for the different companies that I've listed here. But you can take notes, IDs, and implement this within your own company, whether you want to use similar tools but a different tech provider. Let's dive in. For the first one, it's going to be a startup, solo founder. The need is a CRM, invoicing and client management system. The tool that we picked is Odoo for simplicity, low maintenance, and an all-in-one platform. Can be scalable, and you're set for 3, 5, 10 years, maybe. Next up is an agency of 10 people. What is the need? Project and delivery and community. Which tool have we picked? I'm going to make that tools because there are multiple. Tools picked: Notion, Beehive, Stripe. Notion for document management and to have your projects, Beehive for marketing management and community, and then Stripe for payments. What does this give the company? This setup is flexible and has a high customization to it. The next company is a bigger company, let's say 20 plus people. 20 plus people. What is the need? Cross-team alignment, sales, operations, finance, centralized reporting and permissions, custom workflows without chaos. The decision we made, we picked Odoo for its modular all-in-one setup. We combined it with Notion for internal documentation. So that was what I was talking about previously. Combine like Odoo with other platforms. That can be a strong key point. There is a unified system across departments, clean permission control, easier to forecast and scale. This is also important. Eventually you want to know what is coming in revenue and also what you spend on your costs. Why this works? Odoo's multi-app structure reduce tool switching, so you don't need to switch between different tools. There are multiple apps within that structure that you can use, and you can attach apps that you need that are from outside of the Odoo ecosystem. Finance and operations team had full visibility. Important, you don't want to work in silos, you want to work across every team. No need for heavy integrations. Everything is native. So if you do want to have integrations, Odoo can also be the partner for that. You can customize, but let's say that Odoo can tackle 80% of the problems native and that you have like a 20% custom development that is needed if you grow your own company. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to provide you this workspace. Maybe you can have a read through or you want to have some information. I really do want to point out that this is not for someone that is running his business for a couple of years and has already tools installed. Maybe there is something that they can take away from it, but it's mainly targeted to people that are just starting out or have a couple of software tech stacks running within their company and want to switch or are not sure whether they made the right decision or not. If you are someone that has already a full setup and just want to find a couple of gaps and optimize your process more, just get in contact with me. I have a full lifecycle automation audit sheet that I'm going to list down below in the description. And if you do have something that is not working out how you want it to go, just reach out and we'll see what we can do. With that said, see you in the next video.